Hi everyone, this is my chemistry channel. In last video I have discussed about the non-redox metalloenzyme such as carboxylic peptidase, carbonyl anhydrase and LADH. And in this video we are going to discuss about the redox metalloenzyme, that is superoxide dismutase, shortly called SOD. And this superoxide dismutase is come under redox metalloenzyme. Redox metalloenzyme is a very important enzyme to catalyze the radicals to the molecule. Okay, and this superoxide dismutase plays very important in conversion of free radicals to molecules. Okay. And many reactions, in many biological reactions that are happening with the help of electron transfer reactions. In such a way, in such simple example, the electrons transfer reaction, the oxygen takes electrons, 4 electrons with 4 protons, which gives fluid, that is water molecule in the human body. So this conversion is done by using 4 electrons. Instead of the 4 electrons, if oxygen takes 1 electron, it converts to peroxide. If it again takes 1 electron, it becomes superoxide. So in the oxygen metabolic reactions, the oxygen are converted into free radicals. These are free radicals. So these free radicals are formed by during the oxygen metabolic reaction. And these free radicals, that is peroxide and superoxide, are very dangerous, toxic. It's a very toxic to the living system. So there are certain enzymes, there are certain biological enzymes which converts these free radicals to the molecular oxygen. So this peroxide and superoxide are converted to the molecular oxygen by using some bioenzyme. So those bioenzymes are called redox metalloenzyme, that is with the help of superoxide dismutase. Okay, it converts this free radicals to molecular oxygen. So this dismutase word, which means disproportionate. Which means simply say we are going to dissolve. There is no equal proportion. Okay. So superoxide dismutase plays a very important role in the conversion of peroxide to molecular oxygen. Okay. So this peroxide is converted by molecular oxygen with help of superoxide dismutase and the production of H2. Okay. And this again H2O2 is again a toxic, and this toxic H2O2 hydrogen peroxide is converted to another enzyme called catalase to oxygen plus water. Okay. Let's see the superoxide dismutase structure. This superoxide dismutase SOD, richest source of, you can find this in wheat, cabbage, cauliflower, soya, and broccoli. So these are the richest source of superoxide dismutase. Okay, and this superoxide dismutase has three forms. SOD1, SOD2 and SOD3. And this is the three forms of superoxide dismutase. In the first form, copper zinc superoxide dismutase, and second form manganese superoxide dismutase, and third iron superoxide dismutase. So this can be found in, it is isolated from bovine red blood cells. Isolated from bovine red blood cells found in cytoplasm, eukaryotic cells. And these two forms are richest source in bacteria. These two types of that is manganese superoxide dismutase and iron superoxide dismutase found in bacteria, that is prokaryotes. So this SOD1 found in eukaryotics and this is found in prokaryotics. Prokaryotics are unicellular organism and this is a multicellular organism. Okay. And among these three forms, this SOD1, that is copper zinc superoxide dismutase, it's a very active and stable form. And this manganese can be replaced by nickel also. So nickel superoxide dismutase is also available. And among these three forms, this copper zinc superoxide dismutase is a very active and stable form. And this superoxide dismutase is used to catalyze the free radicals to molecular oxygen. So this superoxide dismutase 1, that is this oxygen free radical, that is peroxide, is converted by copper zinc superoxide dismutase to molecular oxygen. Okay, and H2. And let's see the structure of superoxide dismutase. Okay. If you see the structure, and if you see this, both the copper and zinc metal atoms connected by this imidazole ring of histidine group. Okay, so this is the histidine residue. So the two metal are connected by this histidine residue of imidazole ring. And if you see this zinc 2 plus metal ion, so both the metal are in the +2 oxidation state, and if you see they are tetrahedrally coordinate. Okay, so the zinc 2 plus ion is have distorted tetrahedral structure. And if you see this copper has distorted, the fourth site is occupied by H2. Okay, distorted square pyramidal structure. If you see this zinc has bonded with the imidazole ring of nitrogen and 2 nitrogen from histidine residue and 1 oxygen from aspartate group. And here this copper has 3 nitrogen donor atoms which is from histidine unit. Okay, and 1 nitrogen from imidazole ring of histidine unit. And the fourth site is occupied by the water molecule. So it was connected by this imidazole ring. Okay, and this copper zinc superoxide dismutase a pale bluish green color. Okay, so this confirms that the presence of copper in the structure. So it's simply called erythrocuprin. So which is found in erythrocytes, so which is called erythrocuprin. So this is the structure of superoxide dismutase. Okay. So here this zinc 2 plus is very good Lewis acid which can be replaceable. This copper 2 plus is not, it's replaceable by another metal ion, but this copper 2 plus is not replaceable because it involves in the reaction mechanism. Okay, so you can convert the other structures also by replacing this zinc like other metals. So but this copper is not able to replace because it involves in the reaction mechanism. So let's see the reaction mechanism of first this silver oxide dismutase, superoxide dismutase copper in the 2 plus which is coordinated by histidine residue during this copper gets reduced. Okay, this is the first step, and the second step, the copper plus 1 reacts with hydrogen peroxide, oxygen plus hydrogen, which gives again copper 2 plus along with nitrogen peroxide. So in the first step, if you see the mechanism, in the first step the copper 2 plus gets reduced. Copper 2 plus gets reduced with help of SOD, which produce molecular oxygen in the first step. The second step, again this copper plus reacts with proton plus oxygen radical, converts the copper plus 1 to copper 2 plus, which gets oxidized and generates a H2O2. And this H2O is highly toxic, which is treated by catalase enzyme, which converts this hydrogen peroxide to oxygen and water. Okay, so this is about the mechanism of superoxide dismutase. In this case, the copper 2 plus get reduced to copper plus 1, and here the copper plus 1 gets oxidized to copper plus 2. So here the superoxide dismutase act as a reducing agent, and here the superoxide dismutase act as a oxidizing agent. So this is the overall mechanism of superoxide dismutase. And this superoxide dismutase is very helpful in the uses. If you see the uses in humans, the superoxide dismutase used to treat human inflammatory diseases. So the skin diseases are not treated by using superoxide dismutase. In animals also, curing the skin diseases. And this SOD act as an antioxidant in several biological reactions which protect cellular components. Okay. Certain bacteria also producing this superoxide dismutase to kill the harmful microorganisms. Okay, so these are the uses of superoxide dismutase. And this superoxide dismutase, if it is not used in this case, the superoxide dismutase is not used here, which leads to this, the peroxide and superoxide free radicals, which leads to the cell damage to the living system. So which is overcome by using this superoxide dismutase enzyme. So this is about the superoxide dismutase enzyme. Okay, thanks for watching.